With their Week 17 win over the Washington Commanders and a little help from the Arizona Cardinals, the San Francisco 49ers clinched the top seed in the NFC for this year's playoffs. That essentially meant the following week's game against their rival Los Angeles Rams did not matter. But that contest did prove consequential when a key member of the Niners defense suffered what turned out to be a season-ending injury. It's a pain that player knows all too well. Long before he put on the red and gold, Clelin Ferrell wore green and white, playing for the Benedictine Cadets.
He's a gentleman, he's a cadet.
It was quickly apparent to head coach Greg Lilly they had a generational talent on their roster.
He probably should have been playing varsity with us as a freshman.
By the time he was a junior, the 6'5", 240-pound defensive end was one of the most sought-after recruits in the country. 2 months before the start of his senior year, Ferrell committed to Clemson. But there was one last thing he wanted to accomplish before leaving Benedictine.
He says to me, "Coach, I don't care about Clemson. I wanted to go out and I wanted to win a state championship with my brothers, with my teammates, with the cadets."
But as fate would have it, Ferrell would not play a single down that season.
He blew his knee out in our second scrimmage of his senior year.
While he could not take the field, Ferrell supported his teammates from the sidelines.
He would come to practice every day. He would be with his teammates during stretch. He always wanted to be a part of the team and be with the guys.
They win their first state title.
The Cadets would go on to fulfill their star player's goal, winning the 2014 VISAA Division I state championship. Through perseverance and hard work, Ferrell rehabbed himself back into game shape, eager to show Clemson that he was still worth his scholarship.
It's been a long wait, so I'm very happy, and I'm just ready to get to Death Valley so I can get to work.
After redshirting his first year, Ferrell would go on to become one of the school's all-time greatest players.
Sacked back inside the 10 by Clelin Ferrell, who has had a dominant evening off the edge.
Clelin Ferrell.
In the 2019 NFL Draft, the Raiders took Ferrell with the 4th overall pick.
Hey, listen, there's one obligation you have with this pick. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
And that's leadership.
Yes, sir.
You promise me?
All day. I promise you, all I got.
It meant a lot because I knew he was such a high-character kid.
Before the 2023 season, Ferrell signed with the 49ers, a team known for having one of the best defenses in the league over the past 5 years. And he quickly established himself as a vital part of their defensive line.
He's been awesome this year. I think the way he plays the run, the way he runs to the ball.
Unfortunately, due to that injury in the last game of the season, Ferrell did not get to play in the Super Bowl.
So I gotta believe this is heartbreaking for him, but he's a guy who sincerely loves his teammates and thinks of the team first. So I bet you it's hard on him.
But no one should bet against him coming back stronger than ever.
He was raised in a great family, a mom and dad that served in the military. They understand sacrifice. They understand unselfishness.
Because that's what this former cadet has always done.
I know this, Cleveland loves football.
Just by making it to this year's Super Bowl, Ferrell gave himself the chance to become the first Richmond area player to ever win a state, national, and Super Bowl title in his career. He's had surgery on his injured knee. He should be good to go by next season, but he is also now a free agent. Lane Casanante, CBS 6.